Alright, time to feed the viewers. Hello viewers, morning. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Alright, what do I have for you guys? Oh, listen to this. The RPCS3 PS3 emulator team released CPU tier list. Says here the RPCS3 team has revealed the best CPUs for PlayStation 3 emulation. The team behind the RPCS3 have released a CPU tier list for their PS3 emulators, revealing the best processor for playing many Sony classics today. Many PlayStation 3 games can be played on PC with triple digits FPS thanks to the computational power of modern CPUs. In most cases, CPU performance is primarily bottleneck for emulation performance. This is especially true when emulating hardware with niche hardware architecture like PS3. For PlayStation 3 emulation through RPCS3 CPUs with digits are more with 8 or more threads with AVX512 support are ideal. This is why AMD Ryzen 9000, 7000 series and Intel AVX512 enable CPUs excel when running RPCS. That said, even without AVX512 support, Intel Raptor Lake 14900K CPU is still considered an S tier CPU by RPCS3 team. And then they say here, a good CPU is by far the most important thing when it comes to emulation, especially PS3 emulation. Says here we are now able to run benchmark areas across many demanding AAA games at triple digits FPS thanks to AMD insane new 9800 X3D. Yeah, it's kind of like basically they're trying to achieve Valorant FPS 800 FPS. Anyway, says here when making their CPU tier list, RPCS3 team consider emulation performance and nothing else. Value for money isn't considered. Included in the RPC3 team S tier are Intel 12th Gen, 13th and 14th generation core series CPUs. For AMD, their Ryzen 9000 and 7000 series CPU are S tiers. Now, here's the chart. It says here this RPCS3 CPU tier list is based on performance alone. CPU prices have not been taken into consideration. If you found this list helpful, consider donating, as that can help me get more hardware to make the list even more accurate. PayPal, asfix at hotmail.com. Alright. So, okay. Alright. So here, okay. Here's the list, and this on the stock side. Now, there's some that are highlighted in blue, green, and yellow. Okay, on the S tier in blue, we have the i9 12900K, i7 12700K, and then in green you have the R9 7950X, R7 7700X, and R9 7900X. And then in green again you have R5 7600X, R5 7500F, and then in blue you have i7 12700 and i5 12600K, and that's for the S tier on stock. Now for A tier you have i5 12400, and then R7 5800, that's in blue, i5 12400 in blue, highlighted, but then in green now, three of them is highlighted. It's the R7 5800X, R9 5950X, R9 5900X, and then in blue now you have the i3 12100. Now for the B tier is all white, nothing is highlighted. Now for the C tier you have i5 9600K, i5 8600K, i5 9400, i5 8400, and then the rest of it is all white. Now for the D tier, it's all white too. Then now the stock side is completed. Now for the overclock side I kept saying size. Says here S tier is i9 12900K, i7 12700K, i5 12600K, i7 12700, and that's the S tier. For the A tier is i5 12400 and i3 12100. Right? That's for the A tier, and then the S tier I already did for the overclock side. Now for the B tier, it's all white. Nothing is highlighted. Now for the C tier, you have 4. Is the i5 9600K, i5 8600K, i5 9400, i5 8400, and then you have 4 that's all white. And then for the D tier, nothing. And then for the stock and overclock tier, F tier, it's all white, because you have Intel 2nd and 3rd gen AMD FX CPUs, anything older. And then it says here, and then source is the RPCS CPU tier list. I'll leave the link. It says here, note that no modern AMD or Intel CPU is listed in the RPCS3 team. F tier, only AMD CPUs that predate Ryzen and older Intel CPUs with fewer than 4 cores are F tier. That said, gamers will want a B tier or better CPUs to have a great experience using RPCS3. Says here, over time, we expect the RPCS3 to achieve higher levels of emulation quality and performance. As such, we expect PS3 emulation to become more viable and viable on lower end PC hardware. And it says you can join the discussion on the RPCS3 CPU tier list on the OC3D forum. Yeah, so I'll leave this article and the link in the source in the description box. So yeah, you emulation nerds, have a blast, have fun. I should be seeing your work on YouTube, you know. seeing what games you're running on certain CPUs based on the tier list. So looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek, poor Dark Side. Go. Thanks. Oh. Alright, time to do the PS4. There.